Hi, welcome to How to RPG. My name is Fred Weller and today I want to talk about role-playing games. And today's topic, as it happens, is the Doomsday device. Doomsday. Yes, we want to talk about the Doomsday device for our villain lairs, because a villain lair needs to have a Doomsday device, whatever it is. And of course we include our villain lair into our adventures. So what are some Doomsday devices? Well, I have a list of you, probably not the only list you could use, but this is my list. The atomic bomb or missile that involves fusion or fission with atomic particles, with fusion being pushing the atoms together to create a huge explosion of energy, or fission, okay, where we separate things. Okay, we're not pushing it together, we're pulling them apart now. And then when you pull it apart, you generate a lot of energy. So the atomic bomb. Then we have the deadly virus or disease. That is a destructive microorganism that breaks down all of the creature's DNA and their cell structure, resulting in their death. Then we have the tried and true laser beam that superheats something or disintegrates anything it comes in contact with, whether that be living or not living. Then we have poisonous gas and organisms that release a toxin into the environment, shutting down the animal's biological functions, resulting in their death. Then we have the nanobot. Basically, tiny little robots. This technology deconstructs everything. It pulls it apart into its essential bits and pieces, and then it might even reproduce itself. There's just no space left. Once it keeps reproducing itself, there's just no space left in the galaxy or the world for anything else. Then we have killer robots, of course, or even maybe giant killer robots that are near indestructible and have only one goal: kill living creatures. Then we have genetically generated or created giant monsters or beasts that cause mass destruction, whether that's the destruction of buildings or the environment, or just the organisms and creatures and animals and beasts living in that environment. Then of course you could always open up a portal to hell and release demons and devils onto the world or into the universe and let them take over. Of course everything's going to burn, and of course everybody's going to suffer quite a lot and potentially die and become something else. Who knows? Ash. There's going to be a lot of ash. Then we have the black hole generator, or you could also just take a portable hole if you're playing D&D and stick it inside a bag of holding, creating a region of space and time where gravity is so strong that nothing can escape, including light. That means everything gets sucked in and then ground down into just about nothing. Then of course we could go another step further. We go, what about a gravity manipulator that increases or even decreases the strength of gravity to cause a wide range of problems? If you make your gravity so strong, everything on your planet suddenly gets crushed and there's nothing left. Or you make gravity so weak that everything flies off the planet and disappears into space. What about a microwave emitter that projects radiation that heats up or even cooks an animal or creature from the inside out? We know what that's like. Surely we understand that concept. What about the weather control machine that creates storms and rain, high winds, hot and cold temperatures, and lightning strikes? I hate to say it, this thing exists. Then we have the earthquake creator or machine, which basically shifts the flow of magma under the planet's crust to cause seismic events. Another thing that actually does exist. Time machine. Now, we always think about time machine as in traveling in time back and forth, but you could do something much worse with a time machine that allows you to speed up time, slow down time, not travel in time, but speed it up and slow it down. And then you can manipulate the timeline, causing a whole lot of paradoxes, which will probably unravel the entire universe. What about an ionization projector that corrodes living flesh? It actually breaks down and makes it age faster. Or even metal starts to corrode and rust. Or other materials just break down because you're using this ionization projector. The meteor gun. Now the meteor gun is one of my favourites. It's a huge cannon that fires massive rocks at a spaceship or at a planet, and basically you just bombard your target with meteors or asteroids. Then, of course, you have natural disasters. If you could find something that can create a massive natural disaster like a tidal wave or volcanic eruptions, why not do that? Yay! Then we have raising the undead magically. I mean, of course, we have the undead that are like spread by a virus, but that's boring. Let's use magic instead. What about swarms of insects that just eat everything? All the plants, all the people, and they just swarm around and eat everything like a voracious insect, like a locust. Then we have the Infinity Gauntlet, which is one of my least favourite concepts for a Doomsday device. It's basically a magic glove that has stones on it that gives you a wish. And I wish to end all life. Click and you're done. And then of course you could fabricate a Doomsday device that allows you to anchor the gods. You manage to actually figure out to do whatever it is that you need to piss off the gods, and guess what? They lay waste to the entire universe or galaxy. Lots of different ways you can do it. You can pick your destructive method. It's up to you. Those are the ideas I had for you today. I hope they are useful to you. And if you have your own Doomsday ideas, by all means, share them with me. I want to thank my patrons who support me on Patreon. I want to thank you for watching and listening. And hey, till next time, keep rolling those 20s.